and welcome to NEMC Channel 6 Focus Program. I'm Joe Adair. I'll be your host this morning. And joining me is Ken GOIKE from the Armada Fair, as well as other things, of course.
Thank you for the invitation, Joe. I appreciate this. Anytime I get to come up here and brag about this community's Armada Fair, it gives me a lot of honor.
Well, you came all pretty in pink. That's the color for this year?
Yes, it is. I mean, it gives me a lot of pride to say that, you know, we do a lot of things for the community. A lot of people do not understand about it, but unless we get out and talk about it, people don't know, and this gives us the opportunity today. What we're doing this year is we're partnering up with the American Cancer Society. So we have a chairwoman this year, Miss Penny TIBBITS, and she's another local, farmer from High Banks. She's also been our Homemaker of the Year 3 times and runner-up in the state. So she's done a lot of hard work for this American Cancer thing that we're going to have, and she'll be up talking about it.
Right. We'll be bringing her in our second segment for this morning, and she'll that kind of ties in a little bit more of the pink. So we'll be talking with her a little bit later. So right now, let's talk about the Armada Fair coming up in a blink of an eye.
Yes, it is. And this is going to be our 142nd. So I like to tell everybody that for myself and the other 20 board members that we're just holders of the key right now. It's a segment in time, and it's up to us to keep it as one of the best, county fairs in the state of Michigan, which we are. And it's a lot of pride to say that. And so this year, what we're doing is we've changed up our Monday, and we're going to be having a rodeo. So that's our main event there, as well as all the other things that are be going on.
A lot of things going on, and we are an agricultural fair.
Yes, we are.
Which kind of explain a little bit what the difference of an agricultural fair is.
Okay, what an agricultural fair, I don't hold me to the dates, but I believe it's 1852. We're a 501c5, not a C3, and that's we have to deal with the Michigan Department of Agriculture, and that's our basis of what we do. And what our motto is for the learning of the youth of agricultural and mechanics. And that's our mission statement, and that's what we like to do, and that's why, therefore, we're 4-H friendly. And one of my big things that I've been pushing for is to get FFA back in the county. And believe it or not, down at the south end, L'Anse Creuse School District has an FFA program. Nobody else up here at the north end has it right now, but trying to encourage that. So FFA stands for Future Farmers of America. But we also have the 4-H, and it's very big, and we're very friendly for them, for all the, for the children, and bring all their projects in.
It gives them kind of something to work for, too. It gives them not only just a project, but something they can put some pride into. I mean, when they're raising that little lamb to put into the fair, a lot of pride goes into that. So
it sure
kids
does.
Are showing off.
Yes, it's a lot of education for them, because the kids work on their hog projects or their meat rabbit or poultry, meat projects, the steers and the hogs, all of that. It gives them the learning aspect of picking the right animal for its bone structure and then how to exercise it, how much protein to give it, and the cost factor of it, the marketing to bring people to the fair, because we do have on Friday at 4 o'clock is when the livestock sale is, and that's when the children get that that chance to put their animals up for sale.
And see how well they did.
Yes, because that I would dare say 90% of them use it for their future education. So if they're going to go to a mechanical school or if they're going to go to college, and that's what most of the parents have them focusing their money on.
A good subsidy. Okay, let's start right with opening day. Fair opens at 8 a.m. We've got our little cheat sheet here because there is so much information. So gates open at 8. From that point on, the 8 o'clock is basically for people that have business in the fair, though, isn't it? You're feeding your animals, you're setting up your event, your displays and things, or your.
Well, at that point in time, the displays should be set up and they should be manned. But that's basically telling everyone that this is when all the judging is starting for those children and for the adults on all their projects. And up at the front of the fair is barns 1, 2, and 3, where we have the merchants and we have all the crafts and stuff that everybody works on those projects. And back, on the backside where all the animals are, that's when all the showing and stuff begins. And that's what's important for the time, because that's the nuts and bolts of that aspect of the fair. Because the fair is a circle of everything. It's not just the demolition derby. It's not just the tractor pull. It's just not the people, the merchants showing, but it's encompassing everything. When you have the old antique tractors, and we still have our Grange Hall and all
And that's
that.
why it makes it so family friendly.
And that's the
It's
whole.
not just for the kids that like the derby, or it's not just for who wants to come and just listen to the music. There's something there for everybody.
Yes, you know, and the fair is basically, it's a community family reunion. And look what's going on right now, just for the graduates of Armada. They've actually turned it into a reunion in the refreshment tent right now.
Right.
So you know, even myself, I grew up down at Garfield Canal Road, and that's in Clinton Township. At that time, that was a farming community when I grew up down there, and we all came to the Armada Fair. And it was a place that you could see the people, you know, that you graduated with, and that you just used to hang around. Or somebody back in the days, all the dealers used to have pancake Saturdays, you know, to show the newest equipment. You know, you go up to North Center, you go to, you know, K-Pac to the international dealer, or up to, you know, the John Deere dealer. But most of that stuff doesn't happen anymore. But it's still trying. It's a community event, and that's what's so good about it.
Right. Okay, so when they get here, they can expect that the rides open at noon.
Except on Monday. They'll be opening at 3 on Monday,
Oh, 3
and then
later.
noon the rest of the week.
Right.
And I'd like to tell the community, you know, if you live close by, you can buy a $50 armband, and that puts you on the rides all 7 days. And another thing for the community that's local, just before the fair starts, you can go buy 7 tickets for $42. You know, that's called a group pass. You have that opportunity. Once the fair starts, we don't give that discount any longer, and then it's the normal $8 a day entry money.
So the group ticket's good for all week?
Yes.
And we have an extra day this week, don't we?
Well, we're still staying at 7 days.
Okay.
Yeah, we moved up to 7 days a few years ago, and I don't believe we're going to go any longer than that, because at that point, you know, then you got to start hiring a lot of full-time people, and then whether the balance sheet works out. We're in the black in the Armada Fair. We give the highest amount of premiums to everybody showing, and I take a lot of pride in that, as well as the rest of the board members, and we want to keep that going.
Great. Okay, we've got the opening ceremonies on Monday. We've got the rodeo.
Yes, Twisted Pea Rodeo. They're out of Davison, Michigan, and I was just talking to the promoter yesterday, in fact, and they're talking about 200 participants.
Wow.
So that's going to be a really good show. Monday is kind of what we call our swing day, so that last year, you know, we had the monster trucks on Monday. Well, we're not having monster trucks this year. So we went to a rodeo, and we're pretty excited about that for Monday.
Variation there. Okay, and the rodeo's at 7. So now and every day you've got food, there's entertainment in the Grove. It's not just the main event. There's the rides, of course. There's displays all around. There's artwork all around. So it's not just come for the main event. There's something all day, all throughout the whole fair.
Yes, I mean,
like you said,
absolutely. You know, one of the things that I always liked the most was the little pedal pull tractor competition for the little kids to do, the candy scramble for the children to do, and all the entertainment that goes on at the Grove during the day, all week long, and the pie eating contest and the pizza contest. You know, them are all great things.
It's things that can keep you there longer. You don't have to go to the fair, see the event, go home, come back to see another event. There's things you can see all day long that keeps you entertained. So let's move on to Tuesday. Tuesday's main event is going to be
in our arena area. It's going to be the bump and run. That's where the small cars can get out there and go on the track, and we got a couple little. It's kind of a mini motocross track, and it's a lot of excitement. People really enjoy that, and we brought that in because we want to get the younger people more involved, so they don't have to spend a lot of money. You know, like the tractor pull and the demolition derby and figure eight stuff. Those guys have a little more money invested.
right.
So this is something that the youth can get more involved in.
Okay. So that's our main event for on Tuesday. Wednesday, Carnival opens at noon. Gates open at 8 a.m., of course, for the same reasons that you said for the other day. But now the main event on Wednesday
will be our demolition derby. That's one of the
Big
premier
drive.
demolition derbies in the state of Michigan. And we've also added some new classes in that, once again, to get the youth involved. So we're really excited about that. People probably try to get there really early because we do fill up, and it is a very good show. And Wednesday is usually also, it's a swing day about all the equestrian things, because we have so many people involved with all the different classes for horses. If you're not in the horse industry, you just come and you see a horse. Well, you got all different types of breeds, all different types of English or Western, reining, and then
Does that make the
halflingers.
different classes of the horses?
Yes, and different
So
age
they're not
groups.
all in at the same
Correct.
type of pull. So
And-
depending on their classes, when they're going to.
And yes, and because of that factor, that we actually have, that's a change day where some of them leave, and then we have another group come in. And I'm happy to say that we're going to have the draft horses back again this year. They come in on Thursday, and there'll be some big hitches. Hitches when they hook up to the wagon, and they'll have multiple. And everybody like to say, about the Budweiser with those Clydesdales. Well, that's when you want to see those
You had
types of
some
horses.
huge ones in there last year. I know I taped that, and it was unbelievable the amount of weight those things can pull.
Well, that's the horse pull. That's on Friday.
That's different. So what is
Yes.
this then?
Yeah, this is just hitching up for pulling like a 6-horse team, pulling a real expensive wagon in the arena. So
We've got
that is
horses
different.
more than one day. Okay.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
All right, so let's move on to Thursday. Main event on Thursday is?
Our figure 8 competition. Well, that's when the cars go make that 8, and that's, once again, a very, very well attended, and people really enjoy that. And we got all different activities going on during the day. Again, there's rope making going on, and the other things that we have for the community.
Do we have the guy in the Grove with what was his name? Swamp?
I
forgot his name. He was interesting. He
I
had
think we got a guy
snake
this
and the
year.
little crocodiles and.
Well, okay, we're going to have that again. Yes.
Okay.
With the exotic animals.
Yes.
Yes. And we're also going to have the petting farm again this year.
He was a good draw for the kids.
Yes, and we got the camels coming back again. So for some of those exotic animals, yes, they're going to be there.
Okay. See, so there's a lot of interesting things. Friday.
Is
We have several things on Friday. That's
now
considered main draws.
there's where we go. We start in the afternoon with our horse pull. We've raised the purse on that, so we should be the highest paid purse this side of the Mississippi for the horse pull. That's when you get to see, that's when you're talking about pulling that massive amount of weight. So we're hoping to draw at least 16 teams for that, and that's, most generally it's an older crowd, but if people that, get to see how much weight that they actually pull.
Well, it is fascinating, even beyond the older crowd, and there are things that are kind of age-gendered, but it's fascinating to watch those huge animals.
Yes, it sure is. But anyways, and then Parmalee is our main entertainment for Friday night. So they've got a couple of #1 singles out there, and it's country music again.
Always a big draw out here in the country.
Yep. And
So
Saturday and Sunday, tractor and truck pull once again, and winding down on Sunday night. Refreshment tents open every day for your adult beverage likes and stuff. And then Sunday is also that our main event with the American Cancer Society that Penny's going to talk about.
Okay. Well, then let's take a little break right here, and we'll bring Penny back in the second segment. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Hi, and welcome back to the segment of the NEMC Channel 6 Focus Program. I'm Jo Adair, and we were talking in our first segment with Ken GOIKE from the Armada Fair, and we mentioned that we would have another guest for you here in the second segment, and that's Penny TIBBITS. Penny, glad to have you here.
Thank you very much for having me today.
Your role in the fair this year, what is it?
I'm the chairperson for the Armada Fair and the Cancer Society. We have gone together to be a flag membership, And a flag membership means that I had to go out and get $7,500 from anyone and anybody that would listen to me. I would come up to you and say, hey, can I have 5 minutes of your time? And some people would say yes, and then some people would say, no, I don't have time. But I will say that with me going out and talking to people and promoting the fair and promoting the Cancer Society, I have almost reached my goal of $7,500, but with my big raffle that I'm having from the people that have donated things, I know I will be over
You'll
my
exceed it.
Yes.
That's good news.
Yes, yeah,
Goodness.
yeah.
Where are you going to be?
We're going to, well, first of all, the whole week is going to be, the raffle is going to be going all week long. What we're going to do is we're going to take pictures of each item, and then each item will have a number, and then there will be a box in front of the item.
It's like a Chinese auction.
Yes, exactly. And you'll buy a ticket for $1, and then you can go along and you can put your ticket, whatever item you would like. I have anything from a weed whacker to pedal tractors to a little bike, and then I have lots of gift certificates. And I mean, I have about 40 items that we're going to raffle off that week. So I'm hoping with my raffle and the money that I already have made that will be way over our budget of $7,500. So the Armada Fair, this is the first time that a fair has ever done anything like this with American Cancer Society. And they're so excited that we've done this. And people can't believe how we're doing it, but it's all about walking up to the person and shaking their hand and saying, hi, my name is Penny Tibbitts. Can I have 5 minutes of your time? And some people say, yeah, what's it all about? And then some people will tell me,
No, I'm busy. Not
I'm
today.
busy, yeah, not today. This is not
Well,
the day that I need. But
perseverance pays
can I
off.
make an appointment with you so I can come back and we can talk about it? You know, because it's all about the approach, and it's all about, and it's a good cause. I mean, American Cancer Society, it is about breast cancer, but this whole day on Sunday is going to be about all cancers, not just breast cancer, because there's been several people on the fair board and my own family and everyone nowadays. It seems like you know of anyone or everyone that has
we've all got
somebody
somebody we've
has
lost.
cancer. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a VIP meal, but that is only for the people that have promoted me very well, given me a big amount of money, and we're going to have, it's going to be all pure Michigan, and everything that will be made there for that meal is going to come from all local farmers around the area. And I have to say yes, because I'm a farmer, and I know that people don't realize how much food we really do grow around here, but there is a lot of vegetable farmers and a lot of beef farmers and a lot of dairy
Absolutely,
farmers.
we're a produce state.
Yeah, we're a produce state. So when we say pure Michigan, we are going to make it pure Michigan. So
Well, that's a nice thank you to your sponsors.
Yes, and that will be at the Grange Hall. But like I say, we can't invite everyone. I wish I could.
No, the Grange Hall's small.
But the Grange Hall is small. I can only invite 60 to 70 people, and that's pushing it. So,
Well, it's a good way of networking for
Right,
people, and
right.
those sponsors talk to people. And
Right.
So that works out well.
Exactly.
Now, where does the $7,500 go?
$7,500 is going for research, and it's staying right here in Macomb, St. Clair, and Oakland County. And that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to do it this year, was because I have lost some people in my family for cancer, but all the money's staying right here and local, and it's local. It's not going out in the state or anything. And also, things that you don't even think about, people say, oh, the money goes to the higher ups. No, we're talking about people that need like wigs, or, if they have
Prosthetics of some
yeah,
kind.
or even people to take them to their treatments, because the treatments are, you know, it's hard for them to go to the treatments and they need somebody to pick them up and take them. So that's where a lot of this money's going to too. It's not just, you know, and I know people say there's a cure out there, but if there was a cure out there, I think
It's going to take some money to find it.
Yep, right.
Exactly.
And that,
so.
and this, like I say, a flag membership is the best that you can do at B, and Armada Fair is a flag membership.
Well, your efforts are very admirable. Now, where is the Chinese auction, is that going to be your main fundraiser throughout the fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my main fundraiser, and that's going to be at the American Cancer Society booth, and it's going to be running every day. And I would like everyone to come over and check out everything that I have. I have anything for older adults to younger children.
Well, Chinese auctions are great.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love a Chinese auction?
Yeah, I know.
You know, spread your chances of winning across, what'd you say, 40 items. So.
Yeah, and I have 40 items, and it's only going to be $1
a ticket.
A ticket. So who doesn't have $1? You know.
Right.
And two, then then the results will be at the big tent party. I know it doesn't sound like it, kind of not a very original name, but I didn't know what else to call it. But it is the big tent. It used to be where the petting farm used to be, 4-H petting farm, but it's an open class show tent now, and we're going to decorate that up like a
And that's located where?
It's right by when you come in to the pig gate. It's right there. You just walk.
That's the other side of the livestock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Right. Okay.
So,
well, that kind of explains a little more of the pink that's going to be throughout the fair this year. So be sure and watch for that, and try and find Penny in her booth.
Yes, and I would just like to tell you and the whole community that it's going to be a positive thing, and it's going to be a great party. Cancer is not anything to be fun about or anything like that, because it's about death, but also we can celebrate the people that have passed.
Survivors.
Yes.
Well, and you can celebrate the survivors too. They're fighters. They're awesome. They stick with it. They beat it.
And the ones that have passed don't want us to sit around and cry about them. They want us to go on and do something
and helping
great.
to find the cure is the way to do it.
Exactly. So thank you so much for having me today. It was a great time, and I appreciate it. And our theme is butterflies. So if you see butterflies around the Armada Fair this year, you know what our theme is. It's all about butterflies.
And get out to the fair, bring the whole family, bring your friends, bring your neighbors. It's a great way to have a lot of fun. So for this segment of Channel 6's Focus program, I'm Jo Adair. Join us next time.